Hey guys, what's up? It's YoungMaster3 here, back with another video. Today's update video is actually going to be pretty big, or at least a little bit big, because there were some titles that I forgot to show you in my previous update video that I wasn't sure of if I had shown them or not. So there might be some titles here that I might have shown in previous videos, but yeah, I don't think I've shown any of these, so yeah, enough about the talk. Now let's go with the movies. First up, we got the war movie, which I always wanted to see because the opening sequence of this terrified me when I was pretty young. So yeah, but the movie is Murphy's War. Never seen it. I've just seen the opening sequence with the titles and everything, and that sort of scared me when I was younger, and even ever since then I wondered what kind of movie it was because I couldn't remember it, but I finally found it, and it's an Anchor Bay release as well. Yeah, Peter O'Toole, rest in peace. Yeah, Murphy's War. Now let's see here. Now I know that I mentioned this movie before, but I don't think I showed it in any update video, but the movie is Born Innocent with Linda Blair, and this was pretty expensive where I ordered it, but I watched it and I just thought I just needed to pick it up, and yeah, so I'm really glad to have this movie in my collection because I think it's a very well made movie and a pretty tragic story, but it's, yeah, such a great film and great performances by all the actors in this, in my opinion. So yeah, Born Innocent. And then another Linda Blair movie, which I do not think I showed before either, but this is a movie by Wes Craven, and I know a lot of people hate this movie, and because of its slow pacing, if you say so, people think it doesn't happen anything in the whole movie. But I still think the atmosphere in it is still pretty good, and that's the reason why I didn't hate it as much as other people did, I assume. But the movie is Summer of Fear. And I know this has another title, I think it's A Stranger in Our House, or some really weird title. But this is the Swedish release, so right over here it's called Summer of Fear. I'm not really sure if it's called Summer of Fear somewhere else, but it's by Wes Craven as well, so yeah, probably mentioned that. But I still thought it was okay, so yeah, Summer of Fear. And then some 80s I think it's basically comedies, and yeah, comedy, romance movies, if you say so, from the 80s. And first we have this double pack with the movies Sapped and Making the Grade. The reason why I picked this one up was because of Making the Grade with Judd Nelson. I really enjoyed Making the Grade. I actually watched it yesterday, and I thought it was great. Maybe not the best, but not the worst either, and yeah, it was enjoyable. I'm not seen Sapped yet, so I can't say anything about it, so yeah, so glad to have this double feature in my collection. And then we have a movie with Helen Slater and Yardley Smith and no, Yardley Smith. What was her? Helen Slater, Keith Gordon, Christian Slater, and Peter Coyote. I don't really know how to pronounce it now. It feels like I'm just rambling here. So I'm going to show you the movie. It's The Legend of Billie Jean. I loved the soundtrack in this, but the whole movie is sort of weird. I mean, this girl gets famous basically for just protecting herself, which doesn't really make any sense at all in my opinion. But anyway, I still think the movie was great, so that was just some minor thing that I just didn't really get. But the movie is great, so yeah. The Legend of Billie Jean. Then we have another totally awesome 80s double feature with the movies Klaus and Secret Admirer. Klaus was so-so, I thought it was okay, nothing too special. Secret Admirer though I really enjoyed, funny and entertaining, and once again a great soundtrack, and you know the 80s never goes wrong in that direction, so yeah, The Secret Admirer is highly recommendable, it's highly recommended in my opinion, but Klaus it was so, but it's still okay, so yeah. Klaus and Secret Admirer. The Admirer. Then we have a movie with Val Kilmer. This was one of the earliest roles he had, I believe, but the movie is Real Genius. And I need to rewatch this because I kind of fell asleep in different parts of the video or different parts of the movie because it was in the middle of the night and I was so tired, so I probably missed out some parts in it, so I have to rewatch it, but I enjoyed it for what it was, and yeah, Real Genius. Then we have Nicolas Cage and Deborah Foreman in Valley Girl. Yeah, it was entertaining, funny. I'm not the biggest fan of Nicolas Cage, but it was so good, so yeah, Valley Girl. Can't speak today, can never speak, what's wrong with me? And then we have Molly Ringwald and Robert Downey Jr. The pickup artists. This was so-so as well. Not the best, not the worst. Entertaining, enough said. And then we have some horror movies, and now when I think of it, I've actually forgotten to show you like 2 other horror movies, so I'm just going to put down from the shelves. Be right back. Sorry for this, it takes such a long time, but yeah, right over there. Sorry for this, but I had to do this to have to get all the DVDs, so I don't have to show them in the next DVD update. First off, we got a movie which I made a rant video, but I deleted it because it felt so stupid, because I was too stupid to change the audio or the soundtrack to the movie, because it was just with German language, but I just had to press the goddamn audio button to get English language instead. But so I'm so glad to have this movie in my collection, because it was pretty expensive and it's pretty hard to come across as well. But the movie is Fright Night Part 2, and I'm not seen it yet, but I can't wait to finally see this, because I'm so happy that I finally found this movie. So yeah, Fright Night Part 2. And then we have a movie which I had before, but the disc was sort of scratchy, so I had to upgrade it again. I had to upgrade it because the disc was scratchy and so on. The movie is Graduation Day. I think this is a pretty okay slasher, a little bit underrated to be honest, but not the best, not the worst. It was still entertaining. And then we have more slashers, and this is probably Ruggero Deodato's only slasher movie, and the movie is Body Count, and this is known as something completely else in Italian or something, but I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it because I'm probably just going to butcher the name. So yeah, Body Count. I really love this cover art, yeah, the knife and so on. And then we got a movie called Death Ship. Never seen it, but just look at the cover. Sorry for the glare and everything, but this is the best I can do for now. And it has a lot of special featurettes back here, you can see, I'm pretty sure. But so I read a little bit about it, and it just seems to be a really great movie. So yeah, a really nice horror atmosphere to it. So yeah, Death Ship. Oh, I have to speed up because I've talked way too long.